I don't take showers. It's something my brothers had made fun of me for years, and it's something I dare not let my friends find out about. But you cannot pay me to step into a bathtub. I won't even enter a bathroom if it has a bathtub in it. I'm serious. I'll shit outside just to avoid being near a bathtub. My mother has urged me to seek therapy, and at some point I did, just to get her off my back. Within the first session, they urged me to try taking a shower, or just stepping in the tub so that I could know it's safe. I didn't make a second appointment. I knew it wasn't safe. Not for me. See, some people avoid showering due to body image issues or executive dysfunction, and I'm certain that's what this looks like to professionals. But that isn't an issue at all for me. My issue is the drain. About 5 years ago, I was studying for the GRE around 4 a.m. I was in my apartment alone, since my roommate worked nights. Admittedly, I was a bit stressed and a bit sleep deprived. Grad school applications are a bitch. I'd been cramming information into my head for the past 12 hours, so I figured I'd earn a break. My favorite thing to do to cope with stress was to take long, hot showers. I entered our shared bathroom, undressed, and let myself soak under the cleansing hot rain for half an hour. Normally, I'm more careful to conserve water, but I'd had a long day and expected an even longer day ahead of me with my exam scheduled at 9 a.m. Feeling rejuvenated, I pulled the curtains and stepped out of the shower. As I was drying my hair, I heard something, like a whisper. "Hey," it said. Though it struck me as odd, it didn't startle me. For some reason, I was certain this wasn't sound spilling over from the neighbor's apartment, and I could tell that it wasn't my imagination. I just knew for some reason. I heard it again, just a little louder. "Hey." At the time, this didn't occur to me, but I felt as if that voice were familiar, as if it was the voice of a childhood friend. But somehow, at the same time, I knew I'd never heard this voice before in my life. I trusted this voice completely, even though I didn't know who it was or where it was even coming from. I heard it again. "Hey, come here." In retrospect, I don't even remember what the voice sounded like. It didn't sound male or female, young or old. I turned in the direction of the voice. It was coming from the bathtub. "Come here." I noticed the sound of gurgling water in the voice this time. It was coming from the drain. Any normal person in my position would have turned and run, or at least have left the bathroom to go to bed. But as I said before, I trusted this voice. It was my friend, whoever it was. I was intrigued as to what this gurgling voice had to say, as if it were some fantastic being here to grant me 3 wishes. With a childlike sense of curiosity, I approached the bathtub. "Yes, that's right. Closer now," the voice urged. I obliged and crouched down in front of the drain, eagerly awaiting whatever message they had in store for me. "Closer, love. I want you to hear me loud and clear." I bent down, placing my right ear as close to the drain as I possibly could. Perfect. I felt something wet force its way into my ear canal, like a tongue but stickier and far too thin to be human. Finally, I understood that I was in danger. I screamed at the top of my lungs and pulled myself up from the drain as hard as I could. I heard a series of pops and cracks, followed by agony. There was so much blood. I called the paramedics, and I could barely force out intelligible words. Luckily for me, they understood enough of what I said that they were able to find me and rush me to the hospital. I didn't make it to my exam the next day. I didn't care. I called my mother to help me pack up my things, and I moved out of that apartment the next day. After running x-rays that night in the hospital, the doctor on duty found that my right eardrum was completely gone. Not damaged, gone. My sense of balance would never return to normal, though a surgical implant could help me live a normal life. However, I'd never be able to hear with that ear ever again, not even with hearing aids. Oh, how I wish that last part were true. When I ripped myself from the tongue in my ear, below my screams of pain and terror, I could hear the tiniest giggle. I hear this in my right ear every time I approach a drain. Any drain. I've poured gallons of Drana into my mother's shower drain, and I still hear it mocking me. But please, go ahead and tell me that I need a shower.